My name is Zija and I'm the founder at FACE, Foundation for Arts, Culture and Education, and I'm happy to announce the International Jazz Festival 2022 organized by FACE in Pakistan. We have been having the FACE Music Mela Festival since 2014, where the contemporary and the traditional musicians perform at one stage, and while doing that, I just thought that why not jazz? While traveling to different countries in the world, I figured that jazz is one of the most celebrated genres, which is constantly evolving and expanding through improvisation. And this brings a lot of room for the jazz musicians to co-create, to collaborate, and also to experiment with each other with different instruments from different regions, and is the best way to connect with different communities and cultures across the globe. I'm really thrilled to have the international jazz musicians coming down to Pakistan, from Austria, from Poland, from Switzerland and the US to perform at different stages in Islamabad and Lahore.
It's great job from this organization, from CIJA. For me, Pakistan classical music is like jazz. It is jazz. My experience with Pakistani music, Pakistan traditional orchestra, they play actually jazz because they play tema, they play melody tema, some stuff, and then they improvise about this tema. It's like jazz. And I asked Sijan, Pakistan have a national jazz festival, and he told me, sorry, we are not, jazz is not coming to Pakistan. We have don't. And I said, no, why?
Music Mela Festival it's so vibrant. We had a huge crowd last night, and we're expecting a really big crowd tonight. And I think what's beautiful, jazz is obviously rooted in improvisation, and the tradition of, of the music of the artists we're working with from Pakistan is also rooted in improvisation. And those two languages really come together beautifully.
मैं बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करूँगा फेस का जिन्होंने इतना खूबसूरत इवेंट पाकिस्तान में अरेंज किया जैज़ म्यूज़िक का। ये हमारी खुशकिस्मती है कि ये हमारे पाकिस्तान में ये चीज़ ऑन हुई। इस तरह की अपॉर्चुनिटी से ये होगा कि और भी जैज़ बैंड्स पाकिस्तान में इंशाल्लाह हमारी दुआ है कि ऑन हो। और इस खूबसूरत इवेंट में क्या अच्छा माहौल है बाहर जो हमने देखा अभी फेस का, और लाजवाब। हमें तो बहुत मज़ा आया सर। हमें यही लग रहा है कि हम जैसे जैरल लिंकन सेंटर में, बारबिकन सेंटर में या रॉयल अल्बर्ट हॉल में परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, ऐसे ही पब्लिक रिस्पॉन्स दिया और ब्यूटीफुल।
I certainly think that, also the umbrella for jazz is so large these days, and tabla absolutely fits in. And, jazz essentially for me is improvised music. And, we have a certain sense of harmony in, the modes and that we see, in Western harmony. And the big difference for me as a horn player is introducing the rags in a slightly different harmonic sense. But it's all improvised music, and it's a universal language.
Personally, I know the dhol definitely resonates with the jazz syncopation. In the vernacular of jazz, has that buoyancy and that swing, that triplet feel. That's something I noticed 20 years ago when I started playing dhol, and I was already playing a lot of jazz. I was like, oh wow, these things fit together. And there's also a similarity with New Orleans music to that type of beat in the Bahia music of Brazil. I remember the great Wynton Marsalis I was playing in front of him for something, and I had a dhol. I was using it as a bass drum. And I have a lift system for my bass drum, so I was using the dabga side as a bass drum, and then halfway through the song, I picked up the dhol, started playing the chal beat, and he was like, "What? That sounds like New Orleans." So there's like these similarities of rhythms that kind of just traverse, different cultures and different times. Something that's been dating back, as we know in the history of jazz, with John Coltrane and his relationship with Ravi Shankar. Obviously, Zakir Hussain with John McLaughlin, Shakti. VH Vinayakram, like all these artists that have been coming together for years. There's I think also an album with Ustad Al-Araka and Buddy Rich doing a duo jam against each other, and Buddy learned to play dholak for this record, so he's on there also playing. So there's this long tradition of all this.
So, besides the international jazz musicians, the festival also had the Pakistani jazz musicians who were playing traditional instruments, and some of these instruments were endangered. We believe that this made the Pakistani audiences discover how this musical friendship can deepen our understanding of cultures and make everlasting friendships between Pakistan and other parts of the world.
Probably first time in my life, your folk instruments, original, really traditional, and yeah, I wanna make photos of them. And I seen that many people made photos of my double bass.
I was happy to collaborate. The band before this guy's playing now, the traditional Pakistani band playing jazz, it's fantastic. I love having traditional instruments mixed with sort of more conventional electronic instruments.
I have been in Pakistan this year for 2 weeks, and I have really amazing experience with this country, with people from Pakistan actually. I meet many musicians from Pakistan, and I play music with musicians from Pakistan on this amazing experience.
I'm always very happy when people want to promote jazz. I think jazz is a very noble pursuit. There's not much remuneration, there's no money or fame, there's no TikTok videos. It's just music, energy, humanity being celebrated. That's it. So the fact that you guys are doing this, I think is fantastic. I'm really happy to be part of it. Thank you for inviting us.